All right, greetings, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Boardroom Business. I am your host, Coach Stephanie, and I have the privilege to be able to interview trailblazers and leaders and just people who are so impactful that make a difference. And wow, I'm telling you, my apologies, tonight. It's just going to be so rewarding to hear what's going on in the community. Wow, let me tell you a little bit about my guest tonight. She's been on here before, but we had to bring her back because of what's going on. And I just want to make sure I share it with all of you. So her name is Her Excellency, Madam Ambassador Shanta Lana Hereford. And she is the COO of the Hype magazine. She's the founding president of the East Memorial Drive Revitalization Foundation. She's also the founder and executive director of the Center for Truth and Healing. She is the managing partner of Maverick Global Distribution. She is the community affairs liaison for the Brantley Foundation, a royal ambassador for over 750 African kingdoms and chiefdoms, and a brand ambassador for the Black Achievement Fund. And what we're going to talk about tonight is something that's so amazing that's about to take place. So if you are in Atlanta, you need to be a part of this and share this with your friends and family all across the country because people are coming from around the world to be a part of this. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on Her Excellency, Shanta Lana Hereford. How are you tonight?
Brand Rise, and I'm wonderful this evening. Thank you so much, Coach Stephanie. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh man, I mean, whew, like I mentioned earlier, every time I open up my phone, I see you everywhere and all in positive environments. And so it is
Thank
really an
you.
honor to know you because when you look at the circle of people that you work with, it gives you a reflection of who you are. So thank you for holding that position in life.
Thank you. It's been a blessing, a privilege, and a pleasure. Something I never saw myself in this role. Sometimes we kind of have our own plan and vision for our lives, but as we grow older and wiser, we realize that we're all here for a mission and purpose, and we just have to find what our specific calling and purpose is.
Ooh, yes, real talk. So let's get started. Tell us about, because we have a plethora of different things to talk about tonight, but we're going to start off with the most exciting, amazing thing that's about to take place
Yes.
right now, which is the birth of a new nation. Please tell us about that.
Absolutely, I love to. So, the birth of a new nation, it's a global peace summit inviting melanated people, indigenous people from around the globe to come and join us as we unite and organize to liberate ourselves. As we go into this new what will we call it, into this new season. As we enter this new season, there is a shift taking place globally, and we're seeing where the current empire of Western powers is crumbling, along with the dollar that is attached to their system. And so it's very important for Black people everywhere to wake up and understand that this is our opportunity to seize. And if we navigate ourselves properly during this season, we can liberate ourselves and create our own economical systems, our own educational systems, our own holistic health and wellness initiatives and systems, and just really liberate ourselves from the Western power so that we don't have to sink and crumble with the current empire that's in place.
So, why
So
are
the
you taking this on? That's what I want to know. Why are you taking this on?
it's been assigned to me. I was prophesized back in 2015 that God was going to use me as a bridge to help bridge the gap between those who are on the continent of Africa and those and Black people everywhere within the global Black diaspora. And at that time, I really didn't understand exactly what that meant, because I've come from an entertainment background, been in entertainment over 25 years. And that's where I always saw myself. And when I received this prophecy in 2015, it was like, okay, if you say so. It wasn't that I didn't believe him, because his energy, his spirit was right, and he gave me no reason not to trust him. But it was just seeing how I was going to get there. How am I going to be used? Is it going to be a book? Is it going to be through a social media influencing? Will it be through entertainment? How am I going to bridge that gap? And so that was a question that I didn't have to worry about. It just kind of answered itself, because before I knew it, the prophecy was becoming true. I didn't have to go searching or seeking the opportunity to bridge the gap. I was put in positions where where I had no choice. So a few weeks after I was given that prophecy, a brother of mine's, St. Michael, reached out and invited me to a royal dinner with the king and queen. And from there, it's just continued to blossom to where I've become more actively involved in the diaspora. I've helped build organizations such as the Sixth Region USA organization. I helped start the State of the African Diaspora. And I've just been a part of several movements that have been created in order to unite the diaspora. And the work has just kind of found me, and I just find myself naturally drawn, I guess, to it, and just doing what is needed, what is called on me that needs to be done.
So, what made you put the birth of a new nation together? How did you get started with it? I understand your history of why you were called to it, but how did you know specifically this is what I'm going to do? Is it from that dinner with your brother, or how did it come
No,
about?
actually, I did an event in I think it was 2017 or 2018, that we did the first Building Bridges event. Building Bridges is an initiative of our nonprofit, the Center for Truth and Healing. And so that event was very successful. Excuse me. And in 2019, early 2019, I set out to do a Building Bridges tour. But unfortunately, things just kind of weren't aligned properly, and it was not a success. We never were able to do the tour. And in this season, God said it's time, and this is going to be the birth of a new nation. And it just, like I said, these things, God speaks to me, and I just try to be obedient.
Yes, yes, yes. And this is the time more than any other time in our history. This is just like you said, the timing is everything. And tell us more about the event. When is it and what's going to take place?
Absolutely. Thank you, Stephanie. So yes, it is our time. It is our season, and the timing could not be greater. This is our time to seize this opportunity, and we're going to do this in Atlanta the week of August 17th through the 25th, 2024. This year, less than 50 days, we will be hosting our first Birth of a New Nation event. And this event consists of several different components. One, we'll be welcoming the royals who will be coming and really honing in on our cultural exchanges and traditional rulership, speaking about how impactful that was in our time and bringing some of those things back, acknowledging our royals and our systems. But then we have that week where Monday through Thursday, we have working groups who will be working on policies for our new Alliance of Nations, of how we plan to work together on education, on technology, in agriculture, on services and things for women and youth, and much more, our economic systems, and really putting those things together. The chair of our Birth of a New Nation Global Peace Summit is Empress Maya Shola Matthews, and she is a representative of she works with the United Nations, as part of the Permanent Forum of People of African Descent, as well as the G20 committee and the African Union. So we'll be able to have our policies presented and represented on a global stage to make sure that we're just not talk. We don't want any more rhetoric. We really want to be actionable and provide sustainable solutions for our people. So the working groups We'll be meeting at our building owned by the Black Achievement Fund in East Point, Monday through Thursday. Then Thursday evening, there will be a reception that the National Black Business Conference will be hosting, as we've decided and to partner with them, and we'll be at the Hilton, most likely with them having the 2-day summit. But Thursday evening they're having their welcome reception, and then Thursday evening we also have a fashion show, an international fashion show that is going to be like you haven't like you cannot imagine. I mean, it is going to be off the chain, Stephanie. I've seen the plans for the fashion show. We have some heavy hitters in fashion that will be putting it together, and I really cannot wait to attend this event. Friday we'll be at the Hilton all day, but Friday night we will be at the Atrium again, the Atrium Event Center in Stone Mountain, Georgia. That's will be for the fashion show as well. But we'll be there Friday night for the Love Movement Ball, where we're all coming together under love and peace, and just having a really good big party. Saturday night, the National Black Business Conference is hosting their what is it called? Their business awards. And then on Sunday, we'll be at the Atrium all day. And Sunday evening will be the Birth of a New Nation Gala and Award Show at the Atrium.
Wow. So who should attend? Who should attend?
Gosh, community leaders, church leaders, every citizen or member of the Black community, definitely. But we want to definitely involve the Black organizations, the Black churches, community leaders, influencers, media, anyone that has an interest in the well-being and welfare of us. So that's who we want to be there. There's going to be keynote speakers. We have Dr. Rashad Ritchie. We have her Excellency, Dr. Amina Ali, who started the Harbor Heritage University, the first accredited Black-owned gender and human rights university. We have Mr. Bill Houston, who's ranked as one of the top crowdfunding experts in the world. He's going to help us to get our stuff together so that we can make sure that we have the financing in place, and we have so many experts speaking about everything that's needed in our community and what, really correlates to liberation for a community. And so we have those experts who will be keynote speakers. We have breakout sessions. We have interactive workshops. We have fireside chats, and we also have expert panels. And of course, you heard about the entertainment with the fashion show and the Love Movement Ball and the Gala and Awards. And we also have entertainment that will be integrated as well. So we are just very excited about this event and the impact that it's going to have and the beginning of our liberation.
Yes. So are you still seeking sponsors?
We are still seeking sponsors. If you're interested in vending, we have vendor opportunities available. Also, we are seeking partners who would like to participate in the planning process. And that way we can integrate your ideas into the Birth of a New Nation so that it is more of an inclusive event that integrates all of our innovative ideas and influences. And that way we can show the different cultures and, our history and speak about our, teach about our history and just share so much. So yes, we are looking for sponsors, partners, volunteers, everything.
Yes. I was going to ask you, so what would the volunteers look forward to? How would they be able to participate?
Well, we have different committees that are set up for media, sponsorship, social media, technology, the programming committees. So just wherever you feel that you have the most abilities, talents, or skills to contribute is where we would most likely love to have you. And then also we need volunteers for the day of the event to help with setup and breakdown, and also, to do check-in and greeting guests, and just to kind of be concierge for some of our royals and VIP guests, helping them to get, to the right destination of where they need to be at the event. So we have a vast need for volunteers.
Okay, that is awesome. And this is a family event. Children are free. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Children are free, and also college students are free. It is an event that we don't want anyone to feel shut out, because this is definitely a season where we need all hands on deck. We need all minds on deck. We need all talent and abilities on deck. And we need all spirits in alignment on one accord. So it's very important that we do not exclude anyone by making a ticket price that, others may not be able to afford. Now, there is a ticket price on some of the other activities, such as the fashion show, the Love Movement Ball, the gala and awards. There's a nominal fee, but as far as the working policy groups, there is no fee. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your ideas. We want to know the sustainable solutions that we can put in place right now to implement. Also, the Friday and Saturday summit, those are free. We want you to attend. We want you to be able to access this education, access these resources, and access the experts and hear about what we are doing to build up our community.
Awesome. And this isn't going to be the one and only. Is this the first of many to come?
Absolutely. It is the first of many to come. We've already been invited to South Africa for next year so that we can do one on the continent. And then they're like, well, if you're going to do one there, you have to come to the Caribbean. So we will be moving around globally and definitely connecting all around the globe.
Wow. The global tour that you thought about in 2015 is here. How about that?
It's
Amazing. Amazing. So tell me a little bit about FundATL.
All right. So FUND is it stands for Financial Unity for New Developments. And under the Center for Truth and Healing, I did share that we have the Building Bridges initiative that led to the birth of a new nation. But our three core initiatives as a nonprofit are entrepreneurial education, community and economic development, and also workforce training for the future of work. And that includes financial literacy, financial education, and financial empowerment. So FUND was designed in order to help entrepreneurs like myself and you have access to the experts that we need in the finance sector, to get the education that we need about financial literacy and other financial tools that are available. And then finally, to get the capital and investment that we need. So in the fund community, you have one half that are entrepreneurs that are looking to be connected to the finance sector. And then you have one half of the community that is the finance professionals, the finance sector that's looking for a client. So FUND is where they meet in order to fund Black-owned businesses. And since we started it in Atlanta, I live here in the Metro Atlanta area, we called it FundATL. And we've been invited to Houston, New York, and Miami. And so we'll be naming those Fund Houston, Fund Miami, Fund New York. And we'll continue to just grow our brand. It's a grassroots community that we started last September. We've had a couple successful events. This last one we were having on, June 20, what was that date? Goodness, June 25th. We were supposed to have it at the 12 Factory. And lo and behold, we got an offer from the Georgia Black Expo. Thank you, Ingrid and Steve Paris. They are the founders of the Georgia Black Expo. And they are holding their expo September 7th and 8th at the Gas South Convention Center in Gwinnett County, a really huge event space. And they were like, why don't you do your fund event with us? So I was like, wow. So, we were going to do fund in a 2-room space, which we did, have done it in the past. But to have this opportunity to continue to grow fund, we definitely jumped on that. So now FundATL will be in Atlanta for 2 days, September 7th and 8th at the Gas South Convention Center in Gwinnett County. And we're talking about 2 days of learning about every type of funding that you can imagine, whether that's crowdfunding, funding through government contracts, through grants, through family offices, venture capital, hedge funds, loans, you name it. We're going to be discussing it. We're going to show you how to, we're going to teach you the steps, and we're going to make sure you have access to the experts so that you can get the funding that you need. And this is for those in real estate, entertainment, just, entrepreneurs and in any kind of business sector. If you are looking for funding and you need finance, you need to be at FundATL at the Georgia Black Expo, September 7th and 8th.
Wow. Yes, and they'll be able to find all that information on the website, fundatl.com.
Now, the
Awesome.
website is still being updated, but yes, you can get your tickets at fundatl.com. You can learn more at fundatl.com. It will be updated today as we've just been in this last week and yesterday, still just negotiating, bringing all the terms, conditions together and laying out exactly, our collaboration. But we are so excited just to be bringing these entities together and working as a community, connecting the dots. And I think I was sharing this with you right before our call that we've just looked at God, the community that God has brought together, the partners and the network that we have around us, and we have all the pieces to the puzzle. And
Yes.
now we're just connecting the dots, putting the puzzle together, and using digital tools and experts who are good in that project management to figure out how do we as a collective, being having different businesses and things of that nature, push all of this out through our social media, through just working together and showing our strength and powers, and just showing how, being an example of what it's like to collaborate versus compete.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, because we need to learn how to circulate the money within our own communities before we just
Absolutely.
disperse it everywhere else. Because we, no one else can respect us in particular until we start respecting ourselves and respecting our money and showing that we are intelligent. Let's do the right thing, and it takes
That's
programs like yours to make it happen. So thank you for
Thank you,
that.
Steph.
Yes, I mean, so all right, let's talk about the next one, the
Okay.
power of 33. Tell me a little bit about the power of 33.
Oh, wow. The power of 33 started as the power of one. And it wasn't about me, but it was about each individual one of us has a power within ourselves. And I've watched so many people like you and others in my network, and I just see the power that you all, exuberate out. And I said, wow, you guys are making such an impact on so many people, whether it's an idea, a business, and I thought about also just how powerful one kind act could be, how
Mm,
powerful a word of encouragement could be, you know, and these things of one dream, the dream and the vision, and one prophecy, the power of one. And as I began to look at that, I looked at I just started thinking and looking into different numbers, because I'm very big on angel numbers, 11 being mine. And I came across that power, that 33, which is three times my number, magnifies it three times. And when I looked at the power of 33 and just the meaning behind it, the creativity, the boldness behind it, and the meaning of the power of 33, I said, oh, yes, this is it. So the power of 33 is an anthology book that features 33 co-authors, including myself and you, Stephanie, and
yes,
telling our story about our power,
yes, yes.
the obstacles we've overcome, the tribulations that we've experienced, and how maybe one act, one word of encouragement, maybe one prophecy that was given to us, one dream that we had, maybe, just the power of one that influenced and allowed them or us to have an impact on more than just ourselves, but on the world. And so those stories will be shared in the power of 33. And some of the co-authors that will be featured, just to kind of give an idea of what we're talking about, because these are everyday people, but they are doing extraordinary things. And that's what I really like about the power of 33. These aren't your ideal heroes. These aren't your ideal celebrities or anything. These are people who are just like you and I, everyday people, ordinary people that are doing just extraordinary things to impact others. One of them being yourself,
Mhm.
myself. We also have Bill, who I mentioned earlier, Dr. Bill Houston, who is ranked as one of the top crowdfunding experts in the world. We have Dr. Amina Ali with her Harbor Heritage University, and also starting the International Federation of the Federation of International Gender and Human Rights. We have Dr. Rashad Ritchie, who has the fastest growing news commentary show on YouTube, but also has been ranked as one of the most I think one of the top 4 most innovative thinkers in the world. And then we have Dr. Yawande, who has helped thousands of people across the world with her different humanitarian efforts and her education, initiatives that she has in place. We have Queen Aminata, who has been a Black American chosen and appointed, anointed, and steward as a queen, and is using her royal assignment, her royal appointment to travel the globe and help young women with period poverty. So there's so much that we're covering in this book, and these stories that just tell, that you can go through anything and overcome it and be able to make an impact to others' lives.
Yes, because a few other people, we have Ernest Cummings, who has over 45 years working in the grants division with the government. And then we have Terry Moore, who has over 30 years in the entertainment industry, as well as he has a disability, and he represents a lot of different organizations and to help educate people about his disability. So that's really pertinent. And then we also have Dr. Beverly Harris Coleman, who just opened up her housing for teen moms. I mean,
yes,
it's
that's so amazing.
Yeah, we're touching people to let them know. I mean, we all have our superpowers, and we are putting them into this book to share it with others to help inspire them to find their superpowers and tap into it and help make a difference. So thank you for putting this together. I'm honored to publish the book, and
Thank you.
we still have room for 10 more authors. So if you want to be a
Yes.
part of this amazing movement, make sure you contact me, Coach Stephanie, or go to thepowerof33.com and sign up, and let's go through your story, because we are only accepting powerful people, because 33, that's a
Powerful
particular
story.
number. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. So this is going to be
Yes.
good.
It is.
So you
And
have so many
like
different
you
things
said,
going on.
it just encompasses so much, different stories that really highlight so many backgrounds, that you can come from any background, you can go through anything and yet still be your best self.
Right. So, Her Excellency, how do you do it? How do you do it?
Well, thankfully, I have God on my side. And if it was not for God, I wouldn't be here today. God has definitely saved me through many trials and tribulations. And so, first person I would say is God, but I also am able to do it because I do have a supportive system in place. My family is very supportive. My friends are very supportive. And I have a network of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. Like my business partners all have beautiful souls and spirits. I have chosen to cut off anything that does not reflect the beauty of everyone else that is around me, that is not going in the same direction that I'm going, and that does not satisfy my soul and spirit. So I have learned to say no, and I've learned to cut people off if they are not going the same direction.
Yeah, nothing personal, just
Nothing
business.
personal. But I'm grateful for my team. I have a remote and physical team. I have an in-person team and remote team. But I'm grateful for my team. God knows, Danielle, Lance, Jonah, Chabuzo, Neo, Coach Joseph, Empress Maya Shola. Without them working to assist me with all of these tasks, I would not be as efficient or impactful as I am.
So, you know that these different trials and tribulations that you have gone through made you the person that you are today. So, that's how leaders are born. That's how they're created. That's how your essence, it sharpens, iron sharpens iron. I mean, that's why you went through all of the different challenges you went through. So what sparked it? Was there anything in your childhood or anything specifically that just said, okay, this is the trajectory of my life now? Um, is there any particular thing that happened, or is just evolution as you just came to being?
Well, the particular thing was the prophecy. It just seemed like after I received that prophecy that,
Okay.
doors started opening, other doors started shutting. During that time I had a motor vehicle accident in 2012. And in that motor vehicle accident, I was told by the doctors I wouldn't walk again. And if I did, I would have a significant limp. And so during that time, I had been in entertainment over 25 years, and I stayed in the studio. I stayed at the clubs watching them perform, and on the road doing shows. And so I just was not still. But when I had the accident, I had no choice but to be still. And during that moment of stillness was when I was able to hear God the most. And so God began to evolve me in that time when I was sitting down and not able to get around like I'm used to. And during that time, I also began to evolve mentally and spiritually through just learning about more about our Black history, also learning more about how our society works, how our government and politics works, and just many things that other people just haven't opened their eyes to and still refuse to wake up to realize how things really work, who's really controlling our government, who really controls politics, and just understanding our role in society. And the more I understood our role in society, the more I evolved mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And then receiving the prophecy, it just kind of all began to mesh together. And I understood that I had a greater responsibility and mission than some others. And I've just tried to stay humble. I've tried to stay grounded. I try to stay true and have integrity in everything that I do. And I just am becoming just a better person. I haven't always been this way, and I still have a lot of growth and transformation to go. But I'm very happy with where I am right now, and I can't wait to see where I'm going to be next year. Every year is just, more growth, and I'm just glad that God chose me. And sometimes it just I get emotional because I just, he's just done so much in my life, and I just never saw myself doing the things that I'm doing. And I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful.
Yeah, yeah. And
Really,
you're so
I am.
right. You're so right. Sometimes we have to slow things down to speed them up. And God is always talking to us, but we need that stillness in order to hear it. And that really touched me when you said that, because I am taking care of my father, my elderly father, and I'm living in Atlanta, and I'm from Chicago, but my father got carjacked 2 years ago. And so my family, we pulled together and we brought him down here, started a whole new wardrobe, had his car transported down here. And I've had to help him through a couple of situations. And I'm like, wow, that carjacking to set the new trajectory. And it was a blessing that he was here for me to help him, because he's a man, he's a construction worker. He's not telling me everything over the phone, what was going on with him. I needed him to be here with me. So sometimes things happen for a reason. And I'm just so thankful that you tapped into your calling. So is there anything else you would like to share with us?
Well, I just want to kind of add on to what you just said, is that I always tell people that that accident was one of the best things that happened to me. And that I could tell they're shocked in the beginning. But once I explain, the growth, the transformation, and the changes in my life that stemmed from that accident, they definitely have a better understanding of where I'm coming from. And so to this day, I still say, as Common would say, one day it'll all make sense. And so when I look back over my life, the things that I've been through from childhood till now in adulthood, I used to say, why me? Why did I have to be the child whose mom was on drugs? Why did I have to be raised by my grandmothers? Why did I have to be this? Or why did I have to be that? Why did I have to be divorced? Why did I have to be a single mom? Everything, every trial, every tribulation was meant for me to go through to get to where I am now. And it makes sense to me now because I can relate when someone comes in my nonprofit and say, well, I'm a single mom, my husband left, or I'm divorced and I'm starting all over and I need this help. Or I can relate when someone says, I come from a family and that, I didn't get this or I didn't get that, or I feel like I need this, or, I could just relate to so many people because of the things that I've been through. And that's how I'm able to help them and understand them, because sometimes if you can't understand what a person been through, or you can't really be as effective, because people say, oh, I understand, but if you haven't been through it, you really cannot understand.
You can't
So
read it, you gotta feel it,
that's
Wow.
right. So I believe that it makes sense to me now because those things were meant for me to go through. And instead of saying, why me, why not me? Because God knew I was built for this.
That's right. That's right. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. You just got to push past
Ashe,
the pain, and yeah,
Ashe.
that is
The
so
pain
awesome.
make me go harder, baby. The pain make you go harder. You got to turn that pain into purpose.
Yeah,
Yes, you got to
yeah,
recycle that pain.
yes, yes, yes. You are so right. So thank you for this amazing episode tonight on this
Thank
special
you.
holiday. For those who celebrate it and for those who don't, I still thank you. Thank you for being here and tuning in and listening to this amazing excellency, Her Excellency, Shanta Lana Hereford. Now you mentioned that you have a nonprofit organization. I didn't ask you what is the name of it.
So our nonprofit is called the Center for Truth and Healing.
Yes.
It is a nonprofit organization with a mission to be a place for care, compassion, community, collaboration, and change. We are based in Stone Mountain, Georgia, but we have a global reach. We provide services that are based on those three core initiatives: entrepreneurial education, community and economic development, and also workforce training for the future of work, because we understand what it's going to take to bridge the gap. So everything, all of our services, all of our initiatives are really about bridging the racial wealth gap and in making sure that our people are empowered in our community so that they can go out and be their best selves.
Wow. I mean, that's just, scratching the surface of everything you are. I mean, you are the gift that just keeps giving. So thank you. Thank you for all you do. And
Thank
I'm
you,
going to do
Stephanie.
everything I can to help let the world know that you're here and you're here for a purpose. And you're going to handle everything you need to for your legacy in this lifetime. So congratulations in advance. Ashe.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. Oh, as a matter of fact, I just found out that I am going to be featured in BuzzFeed as one of the
oh,
movers and shakers of 2024.
awesome.
Yes.
You know you
I was so
deserve
excited.
that.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank
I'm so
you.
happy for
Thank
you.
you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much.
Well, I look forward to all of your events, and please make sure you all out there take care. Go to the birthofanewNation.com, fund,
Yes.
FUNDATL.com, the power of 33.com. I mean, and CT, what's the
Uh,
organization's website?
truthandhealing.org.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
truthandhealing.org. And also be sure to follow me. I need as much support as I can, people. I
Yeah,
need all hands on deck, because there
yeah,
are not enough of us that are really about liberating ourselves, that are coming together and just really
yeah,
understanding this mission. We need more of you to understand and wake up and get on board, because this ship is sailing, honey, and we
yeah,
need more captains, and we also need more people to help row the boat. So
yeah.
please definitely get on board. Follow me on LinkedIn, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, contact me and say, hey, I want to volunteer to any of the websites. whatever God is laying on your heart to do in this time and moment and in this season, we invite you, we welcome you, we need you, we want you, and we love you.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you. On that note, that was powerful. You said it all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And until the next time, I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening.
Thank you, Stephanie. Peace and blessings, everyone.
Okay. Wow. I hope you all had your pen and paper, or text yourself, or text your friends, call your friends. Make sure that you are a part of any or all of the different events that she has going on. You won't be disappointed. This is just amazing. I love it. Again, this is Beyond Boardroom Business, and I am your host, Coach Stephanie. I am a business strategist, I am an author, and the host of Beyond Boardroom Business. So until the next time we speak, or you see me and I see you, stay prayerful, stay persistent, and stay powerful.